Good morning, everybody. Navmo Adhyaya Rajvidya Rajguhya Yogo Nama Sri Bhagavan Uvacha. Today I am going to explain to you the 7th and the 8th verse of chapter 9. Sarva Bhutani Kaunteya Prakritim Yanti Mamikal Kalpakshe Punasthani Kalpado Visrujamyaham. He says, Sarva Bhutani, all beings, O Kaunteya. Kaunteya means the son of Kunti. He says, Hey Arjun, that all beings at the end of Kalpa, Kalpa means time cycle, they all enter my Prakriti, my nature. And once this time cycle ends, again I bring them forward, I bring them forth again and again. So, and that is how the life begins on this earth. Now, what is this Kalpa? What is this time circle? It is said that the Kalpa is said to be the daytime of Brahma's, that is, one day of Brahma is one Kalpa. One day of Brahma's night is another Kalpa. So, like that, each Kalpa extends to 1,000 Mahayugas. Mahayugas means great eons. And a Mahayuga comprises of 4 yugas. You all must be knowing about this. What is 4 yugas? Satya Yuga is of 17 lakhs and 28,000 years. Then comes the Treta Yuga, which is of 29 lakhs and 6,000. Then comes the Dwapar Yuga, 86 lakhs and 4,000. And the last Kali Yuga, where we all are existing, that will last for 4 lakhs and 32,000 years. So total, we can say that total number of years is equal to 43 lakhs and 20,000. So every time a Kalpa begins, we are brought forth in this world, and when this Kalpa ends, when these 4 yugas end, we dissolve and go back to the Brahma. Now the 8th verse is Prakrutim swam avashtabhya visrujami punah punah bhuta gramam imam krishnam avasham prakruter vashat. He says, my own Prakriti is such that I bring forth all the multitudes of beings. They are helpless by force of my nature. He is the creator, he is the Brahma. We have no power, we are nobody. We just come when the world begins and we end. This world comes to an end when the Kalpa ends. He says, what he is trying to say is that we are in this world because of him and not he because of us. Brahma is not existing because of us. I can give an example, like for example, you take a small bucket of water. Can you find waves in that rising? No. Even if you take a pond, the waves do not rise. But if you look at the ocean, the waves on their own keep rising up and down. They take birth and they go up and they come down and merge in the ocean. In the same way, like the waves of the ocean, a human being is being created and it meets its end after some time. So children, remember that we are all temporary guests on this earth. We are not permanent members, but because of this illusion, the Maya Jal, we think we are permanent. That is what he is trying to explain to Arjun, that I am killing, you are telling that you are killing this, killing that. Nobody has been created by you, neither they will be created. I am the one who creates them and takes them back after the time comes. So, remember, children, don't have too many desires. I'll tell you a story what desires can lead you into. Your desire is the one that keeps you happy or unhappy. There was a stone cutter who used to make beautiful murtis out of the stones. But he had to work very hard and yet he was very poor. One day he sees the king being drawn in, he comes on a visit to his village in a big chariot with the umbrella on his head and the curtain drawn so that the sun doesn't make him feel hot. And he desires, I wish I was a king. How comfortable my king is. I would have been happy if I was a king. And God hears. He says, okay, tatastu, and he becomes a king. After he sits in that chair, in that chariot, he feels very suffocated. He is not able to bear the sun beating on his head. And he says, oh God, I think the sun is better than me. Another desire crops up in his mind. And he says, I wish I was a sun. And immediately God says, tatastu. And he changes into sun. Warming up this earth. And people are so unhappy, they start cursing with the heat. And he says, suddenly the clouds come and cover him up. He was enjoying this, his stupidity, and thinking that he is going to be permanent and nobody will disturb him. Suddenly the clouds come and they cover him up. He says, oh God, clouds are more powerful than me. They are covering me up. So say, oh God, I wish I could become a cloud. And he turns into a cloud. After he becomes a cloud, he starts pouring on this earth. And he goes and pours on that rock which every day he is trying to break. And it takes him a lot of effort for him to break that rock. And he says, okay, now I'll show you. You always worry me. And he starts pouring on the rock. But the rock doesn't move. It is where it is. So in the end he says, it's better I was happy as a stone cutter than all these avataras of different avataras. So these kind of desires, if a man has, he can never be happy. So is with you all. You desire so many things, but never are you satisfied. One after another, the desires are born like bacteria. And you try to just stop it 1 minute. Let me end. And these bacteria called desires worry you, and you're either and keep on striving more and more. In the end, instead of thinking of Brahma, you only think of different types of desires and land yourself in mess and end your life without going to the source of Brahma. Okay, children, God bless you. I'll see you some other time.